Hey guys, so we registered the VControl to my account, and now we're going to do the, if you watch part one of the video, we're going to load some apps to the radio. So you can actually, I started at the bottom, because if you start at the top and you open these, it pushes it down, you got to scroll up and hit it every time. You start at the bottom and just hit the pluses and open up all the things, and you get to see all the apps that you want to install. The first rule of VControl is install all the apps. That will save you so much trouble down the line. Now, there's a few things that I say you don't have to necessarily download if you don't want to. The first one is that I choose not to download will be the screenshot app. I don't choose to do that one. On this radio, I chose not to download the mode auto switcher because if you don't assign a switch for it to go to, it automatically switches to mode 1 because that's the default setting. It kind of freaks people out, so we don't do that one as well. But everything else, I pretty much download like everything else. User screens, the whole 9. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install all the apps, and I'll show you even if you do download it, how you shut it off. Okay, so you hit load app, and you just hit go here and just hit load app, load app, load app, load app, load app, load app, the whole 9. And until it's done, you get to the top and you load them all. Just keep going here to the top. Some of them are already downloaded from the factory, so you don't have to worry about it. You see the OKs there. And here's a notification one. I'm going to load that one, and I'm going to load the what's that? The V-bar updater. We like that one because that'll allow us to update Neos from the radio. Go through and make sure we load all of these guys all the way to the top. Let it go. Okay, so now as you can see, it says update on all the apps here. Everything's update, 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 except you see it says OK on those. That means they're already done. Okay, so you hit finish here. And when you do, now you notice that it's starting the update. Okay? When it's done, it's going to load all of the apps that we said that we wanted to do. It's going to load those to the radio. So right now it's going through vPlane old. It's going to do it. So sometimes it may take a little while to do this update. But that's because it's installing all the apps. Once they're done, this is all dependent upon the speed of your Wi-Fi again. Once they're done, all the apps will be loaded to the radio, and then you can go into application enable and turn off the ones that you don't want to use right now. It's a lot easier to turn them on and off when they're already installed in the radio than to have to go and download them at the last minute when you want to do telemetry with a Scorpion SE and you've never run electric helicopters. So it's a lot easier to just turn the app on that way. So I say download everything, turn off what you don't need, and then that'll make it so much easier. So I'm going to give this a few seconds. I'm going to go through and let it do its update. One thing you can notice as well, like as it's doing the update, you can see where the green OKs are starting to come next to some of the stuff that I hit at the bottom that weren't there before, because it's actually updating them. And it's actually showing the vStable info that's being installed. So the vPlane, which is the one it says it's doing the vPlane old right now, that's this guy right here. You can see that said it's updating. So it's also updating other stuff too, like the Henslip model picks and stuff like that. All that stuff's being updated at the same time. It'll go through and it'll scroll by a little bit faster when it's done. But you'll see the OKs just start to check up the top of the screen, meaning they're being installed to the radio as we're talking about it. So here's the resolution and stuff like that. It just one step at a time. It'll go through and do them all.